Institutions migrating to Leganto from a different reading list solution can migrate their reading lists from their legacy system into Alma and Leganto. To do this, the institution must provide Ex Libris with a spreadsheet listing all of their citations, and the implementer at Ex Libris will run the reading list migration tool to import all citations. This session is not relevant for customers migrating from TALIS who are covered by a different workflow. Reading list migration comprises of 3 steps. 1. Generating the citations spreadsheet. This is done by the institution. 2. Migrating the citations to Alma, using the above spreadsheet as input. This is done by the Ex Libris implementer. 3. Automatically enriching the citations with bib data. This is done by either the implementer or the institution. In this session, we'll cover the first step, and the other 2 steps will be covered in dedicated sessions. As mentioned, the first step is for the institution to provide Ex Libris with a spreadsheet of all their citations in a specific format defined by Ex Libris. They can extract this information from their legacy system using SQL queries. Let's take a look at the structure of the spreadsheet. The first row is a mandatory header row with the field names. From the second row onwards, each row represents exactly 1 citation, and all citations from all lists must be listed in this single sheet. Mandatory fields are in red, which means every value must be filled in. Recommended fields are in blue, and optional fields are in black. Let's look at our mandatory red fields. Every citation must have a reading list code, which is a unique ID of the reading list. Note that all citations in the same reading list must be listed consecutively. Similarly, all reading lists of the same course must be listed consecutively. Next is the reading list name. Then comes reading list status, which must be one of the displayed values. If you're not sure, enter a default value such as complete. Next is the section name, which is a subdivision within the reading list where citations are grouped together. If the reading list doesn't have sections, some default value must still be placed here. All citations within the same section of a reading list must be listed consecutively. So here we have 2 sections with the same name, but they're in different lists. Citation secondary type is a code for the material type and must be one of these shown values, which can be found in the reading list migration tool document. Citation status must be one of the displayed values, and here again, if no values exist, some default value such as complete must be entered. The final mandatory field is citation title, which is the title of the book or website, etc. Note that all mandatory fields must be filled in, and there can be no blank cells for any of these values. A useful tip for checking for blanks is to filter the row for blank cells for each mandatory column. If there is no option to filter by blank, as in our example, that means there are no blank cells. Now let's have a look at our blue fields, which are the nice-to-haves. Course code is the course ID as it appears in Alma. If this is left empty, the reading list will not be associated with a course. Citation originating system ID is the citation's previous ID in the legacy reading list solution, which is supposed to be known to Alma. Filling this in allows running a process that matches citations to their bib records in the library catalogs and enriches the citation with the bib data. We'll talk more about this process later. Matching can also be done against the ISBN and the ISSN fields, which are preferable. Citation MMS ID also allows matching citations to their bibs, but this value is normally not known to the customer or can't be extracted from the legacy system. Citation, ISSN, and ISBN are the preferable ID for matching citations to their bib records. The black fields, as mentioned before, are optional. Once the customer provides Ex Libris with the spreadsheet, the implementer must verify that everything is filled in properly before running the reading list migration tool.